Welcome back to our Flutter full stack application where we are going to build a full authentication application using GetX and of course with a responsive layout. My name is Shaban Muswamba and let's get started. All right, so we are going to work on this is first of all, this is our application. So if you haven't watched our previous video, please go ahead and watch our previous video where we are introducing this app. We are showing, we are walking you through the full authentication system, the layout, all of that. But for now, we're just going to focus on we are going to focus on start now building. So we are going to build structure our folder. So we in our previous video we created these folders, but we is actually nothing in there. So we have to start now adding or start building now, developing all of this one. All right. All right, so let's get started now. From here, we can let's change this one first. App name. Where is it again? This one. So we can change this to this one and do Control plus Shift plus L to edit all of it. So we can let's call it startup. Startup like this is fine. We can leave it the way it is. A default one doesn't matter. We're just trying to work through everything we have here. So I can actually delete all of this. This one. I want to delete everything in here. All of this one I can delete it. Everything. And even this one. So I will only leave that this one because you are not going to use all of that one. Okay. Instead of homepage, we are not going to use homepage, but instead of that, we use GetX banding. So we can create a GetX banding here. You can create main banding, a file called main banding dot. All right. So for main banding, we can import. We can just try. Let's create a class. So the rest of the things should import it automatically. Let's create a class called main banding and extend bandings. So this is a GetX. So we can now import the rest. So if I try here, I can import banding instance, or can just import get, import get. So we don't have this controller. So this one is supposed to be auth controller. I can use auth controller instead of main. I can use auth. So I can do control plus shift plus L to edit all of this. You can use auth controller. You can leave it main, doesn't matter. But I just want to make sure that at least it's going to match our needs, because this is about auth. So we don't have this controller. I can also create this controller by going to modules. So modules, and I can also create another folder in here called auth. And in there, I can create another folder called controllers, where to store now all controllers like this. And then in there, I will create now, oh, sorry about that. Where is it again? And there, I can now create now auth controller dot that like this. So to just, since I'm still in here, I can also create another from auth controller. Auth, sorry, from auth, I can create another folder called views. So this is still in auth. So in Moodle here, I can also create another folder called home. So now you see that we have auth and home. For home page, which is home screen, we can also add controllers. We'll also add controllers. Controllers, and also add views. This is supposed to go in home folder. Also views. Yeah. This is going to be in home like this. That's correct. All right. So back to auth controller. Oh, sorry, controllers and auth controller. So we don't have the controller. We can go ahead and create it. So we can create that auth controller by going to, let's see. So I can do class auth controller. We can extend GetX controller like this. Yeah. So you can just import GetX. So there's nothing in here. Just leave it like this. So if I go back go back to main binding, I can now import that. Let's see if you can import. Is this the same name? Let's see. Make sure it's the same name. Auth controller. Auth controller. Sorry. Okay, now try to import. That is now here, so that error is gone, but there is nothing here. If you see, it's actually nothing. Don't care, don't worry about that, we will fix it. So back to our main page, but before even going back there, we can do something else. We can fix something else, because in the binding, we will have dependencies, of course, dependencies, but we also want to use what do we want to use next. We want to use routes. So we don't have routes, so we need to create a route and also app page. Okay, for that we can create that first. For that we can go to core, this folder core. This is now where we want to store routes, network, middleware, bindings, all of that. So from core, I can create a folder in here called route like this. Okay, so in route, I can create now app dot route dot that. I can also create app. Here I can create another file called app page. App page dot that. Right, so you see that now we got app.route and app.page. But still in the route here, we can create another folder. Since we just want to organize the folders, we can create another folder called network. Network, is this correct? Yes, correct. But it's supposed to be in core. Move that to core. That's correct. In core, we got route. Oh, this one, you can move this to route. I don't know what is here. So we want to move this. Let's see. Okay, we want to move this. I want to move this one to inside the. Not giving me the option to move. Let's create route again. Yeah, now we have route. So looks like we have a problem with that folder. The other folder where is located. So we need to check that location for that folder. But meantime, we have this one here. Oh, and I think we can try to rename the folder maybe. Cool, that's correct. All right, so we will fix that. We will check on that one. But we got network and route, and also we can add middleware in here. Can also add, sorry, can also add middleware. Middleware like this. And I think that's correct for now. We can also add even theme. Can store some things like themes like this. This is correct. And util, of course. Utils. So we got in here, we got middleware, routes, theme, and utils. What else can we add in there? That's correct. Um, we will have data. Data is separated. All right. So let's start first of all with this one. Let's start first of all with the app route, but we can work on the app page first. So for page, we can create a class, class app page. This app page. Yeah? So the job is just for this one just to render the page. So we can do static funnel page. So this is where we are going to store all our pages in here. But we don't have many. We don't have almost none of this. Don't have any of these pages. But for now, we can do get get page. So we are using GetX GetX page to render a page. So for example, to render home page, so we'll just pass the path, which is going to be the path is going to be home page, and then home page view. We don't have it, and the banding we pass all this, but we don't have it. So we will work on this one. So if we want, we can create this home page. This home page, this first of all could even just welcome screen. But instead to do it this way, what we want to do is we want to use we want to render routes. So we want to render app route, which you don't have. So we can go to here, create now app route. You can create abstract class and create an abstract class app route. So in app route, we can do static, your home page. So this is where we define now all our routes. So login, whatever, all of them, they are going to be in here. The first one, first of all, it can even be just the const welcome screen. Welcome, because we want to start with the welcome screen first. So welcome, it could be like this, but we don't want to have that way. We just want to set just slash, and for home is going to be home, and the rest, of course. Okay, so I can save this one for now and go back to here. I can import GetX, import get, and then also import that up route. That up route now. So you see that now we have now up route. We can now render name, which is going to be uproute.home. If you now hit the home page, if your user hit home page, this one will now render this. If you hit now this part, we will render this one, and then the page is going to be, the page or screen is going to be home views. But we don't have this one. We can create this one. To create home view, we can go to modules. This is modules, and go to home. We can create views. We have views ready, and then a view, we can create home view dot that. So we can now just create that stateless. This could be stateless or stateful, doesn't matter. So it's going to be home view, and just import the rest of the stuff. For starting, we can just let's add sketch folder. Let's see. This is correct, but let's do child. Maybe just a text or home. So it doesn't matter. We will get back here to fix that. All right. So now from here, you see now we can now import that home view. The error is gone, but now the banding, we don't have the banding there. So to get now the banding, the banding can now go to, we can now go to home page again, and then also create this banding. All right. So instead to have home banding, we can create that in future if we want to, if you have specific data we want to show for the home page. But for now, we just want to render the, want to band the auto data, authenticated user data. So we can go back to let's say modules. What is modules? And auth, and also create here bandings or auto banding. So from what here I can create bandings here. So this way we render stuff for this is correct. This is correct. So here let's create a auto banding. Auto banding. And dot that. All right. So for auto banding, we're just going to create a class called auto banding, and extend the banding. Auto banding is going to extend the bandings. That's correct. So we don't have the bandings. So this is where we can inject everything we want. Everything we want about everything can be render for the user, for the auth, authentication, the data, the profile data, everything here. So this is going to be, let's see. Oh, no, not that, but you can just import GetX. Okay, and inside here we can just do at let's see. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's correct. So we don't want to use one. Instead, what we want to do, I want to, so I want to do get the lazy put, so to at least give some time to wait. So we do lazy put to give some delay. So we can now put the our auth controller. So we can put as many as you have here, we want to here. So you can put it here to render them. So now from home page, from get here, app page, instead to use home page, we are going to use this guy here. Auto banding. All right, so we save that. We don't have any error. All right, so this is correct for now. We can now go ahead and try render this. Try now to fix now our main page, main function. All right, so for main, we can fix something. If you see here, you see that this is a stateless, but we want it to be a stateful. So we can convert this stateful, just control plus dot. So this will convert to, it give you this option to convert to stateful widget. So now it's a stateful, but there's also some stuff here we don't need. First of all, we don't need all of this one. We don't need all of these ones. We delete them. Few things here we want to do in this is that, okay, we want to return GetX instead of material UI, material like this. So we want to return GetX. Can do GetX, GetX material app like this. Yeah, that's correct. So we don't have it. We can go ahead and import that, import GetX or get. So since we have that now, we can now set debug default to debug show check mode banner to false. And next one is the title. So set the title. Now I can pass out our app title, and then also initial banding. So we can now use that our main banding. So we can import that, the main banding. So this is the I want to show you where is it again. This is the one. So we want to pass that one there. I can now close this at least to clean up the place a little bit, and then also close this one. All right. Next, we can also pass initial route. Initial route, we can pass. We can use app page. App page dot, and we can pass welcome screen. If you don't, if we have it, is fine. Let's try if you have app page. So we want to pass welcome screen here. So I don't know, we don't have it, so we need to create welcome screen here because this is the one we need to pass to use. So we can do create welcome screen, welcome page. So I'm just using like this so that AI can speed it up. So I can do get page welcome screen, welcome screen. So we can do so welcome, yeah, like this one. Auto banding and welcome screen, which we don't have. We will create that welcome view. We will create that. So here we can now pass the welcome. Let's see this one. Initial route is going to be route. No. It's supposed to be up route. Up route dot welcome, like this one. And get page. So we can also pass get page. Get page. We want to pass get. We want to pass this one. So up page dot page, like this. So we want to use this one here. Welcome screen is not there. To avoid that error, we can go ahead and create this one. Minimize this and this one. So from here, modules. Where is modules again? Code data modules. We can create welcome, because module is where we store all of the screens. So from here, we want to create now our welcome screen. All right. So to create welcome screen, I will show you I will show you what is a welcome screen and home screen. But for this one, from modules, we can create a folder called welcome. And in here, we can now create, let's create a view actually, create views. And then we also want to create controllers. So if there is controllers for welcome screen, you will store them in here. If it's also binding, so everything will store them in here. So for now, let's just go ahead with screen with a view. So for view, can create welcome view dot. So from here now we can create maybe a stateless widget. We just pass that name, welcome screen, and import the material, uh, Flutter material. So we can now pass child. You can just pass a text, say welcome screen. Welcome. We will fix this one for now. All right. So now we can import this here. So if we have banding for welcome screen, we see now we can just pass that banding here for welcome screen. So I can create the banding. If it's a welcome screen, create a banding here, and I can show you an example. Let's say bandings or banding, and then we can create now banding here for welcome screen, and we just pass them here. But we don't want to do that for now. Just want to keep it simple. So back to our main JS, you see now our application is here. But if I also want to show you where is the welcome screen, back to our application, I want to show you our original application. This is the original application. So this is the launch splash screen. After splash screen, we will show you now a welcome screen. This is now the welcome screen, a welcome screen. After that, we can go to a home page, which by default, if you are not authenticated, this will redirect you back to login. So once you log in, it will redirect you back to home screen. All right. Next, we have many banding, initially route, get page, and what next can we show here? We can also work on stuff like a non-screen. A non-screen, we will work on that later. But this is it for now. This is it for now, and this is the startup. But before even going further, I can show you, and I can also work on another point, which is let's say another thing, which is splash screen. For splash screen, we can work that in the next episode. But I want to show you that here we can do init state, where the initial state, or when you init the state, initial the state. So there's some stuff you can use here. So we can call our initial, let's say initial or initialization like this, a function where now we can show different things we want to show. Like create this method. Yeah. So in here we can I don't know, import, show different things, implement, I don't know, many of the stuff here. Okay, this was just an example. So in next video we will work on this. This was just to show you what we have. So right now we can test the application to see if we have any error. But before even testing our application, I just want to walk you through what we have done so far. Okay, so far we organized our folders, or structure our app, which we got core, where we have core functionalities, and we also have data layout, This is where we store our app layout. And we also have modules and module folder where we store everything about screens. And we have widget which we can reusable components. And we have main banding, which this is where we store or where we host our banding. So everything about controllers accessing data, we will store them in here. We still have much more to add. Much more to add in terms of, for example, APIs, API backend request. So we will work on all of that. But this is, first of all, this is the structure. This is the core structure we have. And lastly, we have now our main file. So if you see main file is very clean and there's nothing much in there, I can actually remove this one. So there's nothing much in here. So here is just to initiate the data and start calling different type of screens. All right, we can go ahead and test the application. But before that is one more thing I want to show you is the layout. So this is where we are going to store the layout. So if we launch the application, you will see how it looks like. But let's launch this and let launch the application and we will see how to implement a reusable layout. All right, let's go ahead and run the npm, sorry, run Flutter. Flutter, I can do Flutter clean and Flutter run. So to delete the previous build and create a different one. All right. So another point is I'm actually testing this application on a real device. So if you don't have a real device, you can still test it from your Android studio. But down here, this is our original application. So I can actually close this and just um, wait for our application. So I want to show you our application which we have is where is it? This is the one. This is the startup application. So we want to launch it. Give it time. Once it gets ready, it will launch it. Just give it time. All right. So when we are launching the app, so you'll probably get this error. Your project is configured with Android NDK 2026. So you need to upgrade it to 27. So you see they give you this error here. Yeah, this is because of some of the plugins we are using. So what I can do is you can go to fix this error. You can go to Android and the app and build.grade gradle.kit and here from here this one. So we can just change the version. I can put this one here. Just paste this one here and save. So try to run it again after the change. We can do Flutter clean and run again. So this will fix that error. All right, so we are going to give it time. We have to make sure that is 27, version 27.0.12 yeah. Right, so give it time. It may take a it may take a couple of minutes to complete the build. All right, so this is what we got now. We got a welcome screen and everything just black, but at least we don't have error and our app is running. So one thing can do first is just the screen. First of all, the screen is black because of is missing scaffold. So we can go to layout where you can now add our scaffold there. Let's just close this one first. Huh. Okay, now I want to minimize this. Yeah, that's correct. Now layout. So in layout, actually I can just create a file here. I can call let's say app layout, or main layout. We can call app main layout dot that, like this. So we can now create state. Let's see. All right. So from here we can create app main layout. So app main layout, we can actually do state, stateless, and app main layout, and this is just going to be scaffolder like this. So now couple of things we can do here. We want to just to get some params. So we need some params. We can do funnel widget. Widget, the body, which is going to be required, and also we can say funnel widget. We can also do maybe a drawer, and also funnel widget, and let's say app bar, and also funnel widget, and we can set maybe we can also set like a background footer, so bottom footer, like this. So I can add the rest of the params here. So I save that. That's correct. There's no problem. So here you can now pass the rest of the things in here. So app bar. So if you have app bar, you can show app bar. Yeah, you can show app bar if you want to show it optionally. So we can maybe create like a app bar, because kind of app bar is something which sometimes we got. I can remove app bar for now. Can remove that. Let's see, where is it? First of all, app bar. Yeah, you can for example, you can create a app bar here. You can say app bar finally, app bar, and then we will reuse it. But I don't want to use that now, because we will focus on that one later. But for now, we can let's add app bar manually. This is app bar. We don't want to do that. We can just add app bar like this. Yeah, to just get some features for app bar, like back button, all of that. So if you're saved, you don't have any problem, you don't see anything. So what I want to do is I can close this and this one, and this one. So what I would like to do is I can go to like welcome screen here. So instead to use this, I can wrap this in our widget. Let me just put this one widget, import that. So body is required. So you see that the rest of the things are there. But if I reload the app, maybe restart it, now you can see that we got you see now we got a welcome screen here, welcome here message. So okay, the rest of the things we can come and fix the rest of the things. Yeah, we will fix that exception caught by Jason. Yeah, we will fix that. So, but this is how we are going to reuse. We are going to reuse the let's see, many app layout. So this is how we are going to reuse the layout. So the rest of the things This is first of all, this is the main app layout. So the rest of the design, the responsive design to have the sidebar, to have different type of screens. So we'll set them here. But the body, the entire app body, so we are just going to reuse this one to render the thing. Instead of this could be just center. So if you want to show the welcome message in the center screen, so this is it. And for app bar, we can also go ahead and fix that. But this is it for the structure, for the entire app structure, organizing the files, setting up the layout, a reusable layout for the main application or app layout. All right, so next we will go ahead and start now designing and also set up. First of all, we will go and focus on designing, but before that, we can work on a splash screen. All right. My name is Shabani Musomba. Please like our video and also share. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. See you in the next episode.